You've probably seen $600 gaming PC videos everywhere. I need to be straight with you. That number doesn't work anymore. Here's the real cost in 2026 and exactly why. First up, the brain of the build. The Ryzen 5 7600. 6 cores, 12 threads, boosting up to 5.1 GHz. You might be wondering why not save money on an older chip. It's because this one sits on AM5, a socket that's still getting new CPUs for years. That means your next upgrade doesn't force you to replace the motherboard too. At around $210 right now, that upgrade path is worth paying for. Now the part that actually decides your FPS, the RX 7600. At 1080p, this card runs Cyberpunk, Elden Ring, and Call of Duty comfortably in the 60 to 90 FPS range. If competitive titles are more your speed, Valorant CS2, you're looking at 100 to over 200 FPS. This is the part where your money should go first, because it does more for your actual gaming experience than any other single component in this build. The motherboard's job is simple: support the CPU, support DDR5, and get out of the way. The ASRock B650 MPG Riptide Wi-Fi does exactly that for around $140. You don't need to spend more here. Every extra dollar on the motherboard is a dollar not going toward the GPU, which is what actually matters for your FPS. If you'd rather go full ATX instead of micro ATX, the Gigabyte B650 Aorus Elite AX runs about $150 and gives you better VRM, worth it if you're planning on a higher end CPU down the line. And now here's where the budget actually falls apart. This exact kit, Kingston Fury Beast, 16 gigs of DDR5, cost around $40 a year ago. Right now, it's close to $165. That's not a typo, and it's not me marking anything up. There's a real shortage happening because manufacturers are pouring their chip production into AI hardware instead of consumer memory. Every builder, every gamer is paying the difference right now. So, if you're planning a build, waiting for RAM prices to drop probably isn't the move right now. If anything, they've been climbing further, not settling. So if you need a PC, building sooner rather than later is the more realistic call. Same story with storage. The Crucial P3 Plus 500GB cost around $38 last year. Now it's closer to $80. Same reason. It's not you overpaying, it's the actual market right now. Fast boot times, fast load screens, just at a higher price than it should be. Power supply is one of the only parts that hasn't gotten hit by any of this. The Corsair CX550M 550 watts, 80 plus bronze, still around $60, same as it's been. It covers this build with room to spare, so when you upgrade the GPU down the line, you won't need to replace this too. Last piece, the NZXT H5 Flow Compact. Nothing fancy needed here, just solid airflow for around $50. This isn't where the story of this build is. The story is what just happened to RAM and storage prices, which is exactly what we're about to add up. Last year, this exact build cost around $600. This year, it's $984. That's not inflation as usual. That's a specific chip shortage hitting RAM and storage and nothing else in this build. And it's not just PCs. The PS5 Pro just jumped from $750 to $900. The Xbox Series X is about to jump from $650 to $800 on August 1st. Same story, same root cause, the same memory shortage that hit your RAM stick is hitting console prices too. So for roughly $984, you're paying about $85 more than a PS5 Pro, or about $185 more than an Xbox Series X. But you're getting a machine that also does your schoolwork, your editing, your browser tabs, and upgrades one part at a time instead of the whole box. So here's the real number, not $600, closer to $1,000 for a build like this in 2026. Is it still worth it, depending on who you are and what you do to your build? If you're a competitive gamer, Valorant, CS2, Fortnite, you're running 100 to 200 plus FPS. You are not at a hardware disadvantage against someone with a $2,000 rig in these games because they're built to run on modest hardware. This is genuinely enough. If you are an AAA or casual gamer, Cyberpunk, Elden Ring, Call of Duty, medium to high settings, 60 FPS, sometimes a bit more. Not maxed out ray tracing, not 1440p Ultra, but real, playable, enjoyable 1080p gaming. If you are a first-time builder, if this is your first build, this is a legitimately good one to start on. It's a modern platform, it has a real upgrade path, and you're not compromising on the parts that are easy to overlook, like the power supply. Don't let anyone sell you a fake $600 number right now. This is what it actually costs, and this is what you actually get for it.